Greetings, I am Khalid Aljassim. This is part 2 of the Postal Mail Server project. Today I will be demonstrating the solution features, technical issues and their solutions, and a critical reflection. Let's start with the system features. I enter my password to the system. Then the login page of our browser comes up. We enter our email address, BIA.com. Then the password will be Khalid123. Again, don't save. Then we enter our organization. Enter BIA email. Then we can see, let me expand this a little bit. This is an overview of the interface or the website. Here we can see the overview of the incoming messages and outgoing messages. You can see here two processed emails. When you go to messages, here is the outgoing messages. It was from Khalid to Khalid, then test to Khalid. And this features for incoming messages. Then we have the queue messages, held messages, and send messages. What is send messages? Send messages here, this is a feature which is a solution for public relations department, where it will enable them to send weekly newsletters with an online discussion forum for gathering feedback. Okay, then we have suppressions feature here. Then we go to routing. In routing here, we can configure the HTTP endpoints, SMTP endpoints, address endpoints. Then we have the credentials. Here is the credential for authenticating the mail server. We can configure this, you can edit those configurations or credentials. Okay, then we go to the webhooks. We set up a webhook here. Then we view the history of the webhook. Then we go to the settings. In settings, we configure the server settings here. The name will be a short name. Then the mode will be live. We can configure those features also. Then we go to the most important feature, which is spam filtering. Here, for incoming spam threshold and incoming spam failure threshold, we can set the levels here. So incoming spam threshold is 5.0 level, and the incoming spam failure threshold is 20.0. Then we go to the retention. Here, retention is a number of days that the raw message data will be stored. It's 30 days. The volume of the raw messages that will be stored is 2 GB. Then we have the number of days of a message metadata will be available. It will be available for 60 days. And then we go to the feature of sending limits. This is a good advantage for us, which is unlimited. We can send from the public relation department unlimited newsletters to all the emails. Then we have the advanced settings. We can configure all of the features here, the configurations, and that's it for the system features. Now let's go to the critical reflection. Okay, this is the project reflection. Technical difficulties. I was facing many technical difficulties while installing the applications and the services, as many difficulties wasn't recorded or screenshot because of I was focusing to produce a solution for each one and searching. So I wasn't able to capture all the technical difficulties, but I got some of them here. So the first thing is a bind9 service. The service wasn't able to run, which we can see here. It is failed to run with all the errors. I searched for this error online and then found a solution here, which is installing another application with its dependencies called rcconf. Then I restarted the bind9 service and entered a command to show the status of bind9 service, which we can see here after installing um, this application service. The bind9 service is active and running. All the errors are gone. Next, the other difficulty here, I was facing the same exact error code here that is shown. Nginx test failed. The Nginx server or application failed to run. So I have searched and found this website called Stack Overflow, which presented many solutions. One of the solutions was recorded and was applied. This is the solution: deleting all the Nginx um, repositories and program and reinstall it again, and then the program was up and running with no errors. Here I found an alternate project solution because the main website for the postal documentation wasn't enough to implement or to install all the applications and the services. So I found this website called Nguide with the title of Build Postal SMTP Server and Send Bulk Emails, which will help us to send newsletters from the public relation departments, as mentioned in the project document. And then next, what have I learned? I have learned working around with Linux operating system. I got confidence in working with Linux operating system, then knowledge in identifying error codes and searching for their solutions, and not restricting myself with company documentation. I always go and find other documentations that could help. Then searching for a solution online, the ability to create local domains, the ability to create a local mail server, then the ability to work with large companies. Then insights gained from other students' projects. I was focusing on the projects that are similar to my project, which is email, um, creating an email and Windows operating system. Working in Windows operating system environment is easier than Linux. Windows operating system has GUI, which is a graphical user interface. It's easier to download and configure applications and services within clicks, other than Linux, which is command line based, um, which you have to enter every command to install an application or services. Then searching and editing configuration files and mapping to other files is fast and easy on the Windows. Then creating mail server and Windows operating system is straightforward for small company projects. Then we have, how would you approach differently? I will consider finding a project that has fully updated resources, as I was facing some difficulties during my installation. The resources that are published in the Postal GitHub website, some resources or the package dependencies was outdated, and some of them was removed. So I was searching for alternative solutions to cope with this project. Then I will consider finding a project working in both Windows and Linux operating system environment. Then starting with a customizable project, um, considering a fully open source project. Um, in the future, in the project future outlook, in the future, if I will work on this project, I will consider adding those bullet points, adding more features, enhancing security measures, adding online discussion form for feedbacks, as mentioned on the documentation, um, creating user-friendly applications that supports Mac operating system and Windows operating system. And this is the references of the websites that I got my solutions from for the difficulties that I was facing. And thank you for your time. This was the end of my part 2 video, and have a good day.